What's going on, guys? My internet's kind of wonky. Somebody tell me if they can hear me and see me okay. The intro it went from like 30 to 1 that fast. Um, Wondering Mimo in the house. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Hi, Johnny. Patty A in the house. Hearing you fine. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you can hear me, that is probably good enough for tonight. Floss is in the house. Good to see you, Floss. Thanks for coming in. Mona, Laura, Surfing Dodo. Good to see you. Jackie saying hi from Southern Illinois. Let's see here. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. I've been chatting beforehand. Les and Bernadette, hello down in Georgia. They made it safely to Georgia. Cindy Howell, good to see you, my friend. All right. Susan, my closest neighbor now, Susan, in the house. Tim is in the house. Good to see you, Tim. Thanks for all the footage for Sunday's video. Really, really, really came together. Well. Jane says, I have a question for tonight with my water tanks and the water line system to my sink and gray tank. What temperature am I looking at for cold weather that I have to stay away from? 32 degrees is considered freezing. You've got to be in like 32 for a little while. I mean, for any water inside your tank, 32 is probably inside the van, is probably not going to freeze. The biggest mistake that people make with a water lines freezing is they've got their gray tanks outside of their rigs and they're frozen because they are the true outdoor temperature, and they'll try to open their ball valve, and I'm bleeding. They'll try to open their ball valve and it'll burn it up because it's frozen and it doesn't want to open. So just don't open or close that ball valve. If you know it's going to freeze and you're sitting at home, just open your ball valve and it can be open. And if you do happen to run any water in there, it'll just go outside. Let's see here. Lynn saying it was a good day here at the shop. It certainly was. It certainly was. Glad you're going early so you can watch the debate. Absolutely. And I appreciate it. To all you guys that made it here early so that we can watch the debate instead of watching me. And I'm just going to say, there's some people that may not be watching debate because basketball is on tonight too. So if you are watching the WNBA playoffs, you get a pass on the debate. Cindy is in the house. Let me go through here quick. Johnny Lightning saying hello. Mary Anderson, hear and see you. Thank you. Dawn is in the house. Good to see you, Dawn. Box Van D, have our clocks changed? They haven't changed. I'm just going early tonight. Dropping in briefly to say hey to everyone. I'm heading to Oklahoma tomorrow morning. Good to see you, Crystal. Thanks for coming in. Carolyn, great to see you. I can't believe I made it. I know, right? Laura Kramer, Patty Augustine, any secrets that you can tell me about the road track? I'd love to talk to you. I'm telling you again, there are Facebook groups. Those are the best things I know that there's some people that don't do Facebook, but even if you just signed in to join like a road trek group, that is where the information is at, along with Patty Augustine. Blanket hello to everyone, she said. Totally understand that. Mine is an old one. There have been issues. It depends on the year. I belong to a Facebook group that helps a lot. Just reiterating. Yep. Just woke up. This is getting scary. Uh-oh, I hope it's not scary. Can you update us on how Paul is doing as well as Hunter, who was in the hospital last week? Okay, so Paul is doing good. He got the U-Haul the next day. He was in Wisconsin, I think, by the time we talked last week. I have not had an update. Les and Bernadette are in the chat. Bernadette might be able to type in an update. And honestly, I feel like when you have a motor vehicle accident, you don't always have communication with the other person. When I've had one accident in my 55 years, and I was spinning. And when I stopped spinning, I was facing the wrong direction on the highway in an ice storm, and someone barely bumped into me. They had a baby in the car. The baby didn't even wake up. I had about $2,700 worth of damage. I can't even tell you the lady's name. There was a police report, and I don't even think I got a copy of the police report. I'm sure my insurance did, but no communication whatsoever. There's also a women's road trip group as well. You can ask questions. I feel like sometimes it's easier to watch a women's group because they simplify stuff. I'm not saying guys are too smart for us women. That's not what I'm saying at all, because we are smart cookies. I'm saying sometimes we can explain it in a way that other women will understand. And sometimes guys that like to talk about that kind of stuff, and I do it as well sometimes, I'll start talking and everybody's like, you lost me. So try it, give it a try. Let's see here. Paul is doing good. He has an appointment tomorrow with a family friend to help him with the logistics and paperwork. Perfect. Tim's wife, Grace, is doing great. Had a stent done this morning for those who know them. And Dee, I never heard anything. I sent that over to them and I never heard anything. If you heard anything, just give me a thumbs up that they received their little special gift. Other than that, guys, hello to everybody that's coming in late. Hello to you guys. And I'm just going to brag for just a second, because last week, Missouri weather was a little under, it was horrible. Let's just say horrible. Poured and rained and poured and rained. And what a beautiful day today was. The temperatures were perfect. We never even had to turn the fan on in the shop this morning. It was just an incredible day all day. Loved it. And what else is going on? Midwest Van Builders may or may not have got a porta potty delivered today that I don't know why I didn't think about this a year ago. I should have thought about it a year ago. Never really thought about it. Bernadette called and asked about it for some reason. And then that put the bug in my ear. I think I have a spot on my chin. And yeah, so got it delivered today. It's wonderful. Please send those temperatures to Texas. I know, right? Guys, if in the channel here, we like to do prayer requests. Please pray for all those hurricane victims. Like the footage from North Carolina, Florida. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Pray for the EMS crews and the hospitals. And I mean, it's terrible. Terrible. Yay, potty. Yep. Back to the triple digits here in Phoenix. Oh, see, I just couldn't do that. Triple digits all the time. California, is it triple digits too. Up? What?
Yeah, California too. My sister and brother-in-law, it was 103.
103. 103 in Northern California. Oh my goodness. Yep. Now we can do. Oh my goodness. Hello, 40s and 60s here in Illinois. No rain in my area for months. Well, oh my goodness. What part of is that Northern Illinois? Because we got pounded last week. I feel Southern Illinois just got pounded. You must be in Northern Illinois. Anyone impacted in that horrific disaster? I'll tell you what, the pictures that are coming through in Asheville is unbelievable. And Asheville is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town. Yeah. Absolutely prayers. Yep. 90 miles south of Chicago. Yeah. So you're northern. Yep. Yeah, we had a ton of rain last week. One day it literally rained the entire day. My pond raised 6 inches in probably 4 days. Raised 6 inches. Midland, Illinois got a little bit of rain. Only 99 in Northern California. It was 103 today. My friend's sitting right here with me. But it's different because of humidity. I'll tell you, some people that aren't common to the Midwest that were here last week for the meetup, they got a real good taste of Midwest humidity because it was just like sticky, hot, miserable. And it wasn't even 100 degrees. It was in the high 80s. It was in the high 80s, but it was just the humidity makes it miserable in Missouri. Misery in misery. I can't wait to get back to the pond and 12 Mile Creek. I know. You should just come down twice a year instead of once a year.
Oh, I don't have it on.
Oh, there it goes. All right. Yeah, I'm frozen on that one too. Hopefully it'll clear up. Somebody give me a thumbs up if I'm back. It looks like I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'll tell you, I feel like it's probably because I do have multiple people on my internet, and I feel like it's just been kind of acting up the last week. The other day I had no internet. I had to shut it down and pull it back up. So tough. Okay, got a good thumbs up here. So Lynn's van, we'll talk about that real quick. That's the Ford Transit 350 that's in the shop right now. I also do have a ProMaster that we're doing a little bit of work on. But Lynn, she has got a floor, a ceiling, a roof rack, solar panels, solar. Her Bluetti is in. She's got puck lights. She's got USB ports. She has 3 windows. And we are rolling. Number 17 at Midwest Van Builders is correct. She is number 17. So she is excited. I'll tell you, we talked about it today. Like, there's no business that I know of that would let someone come and watch their van be built and try to be a part of it. Her bed, we cut her bed today, and she got to sand it and prime it, poly it, and, saving a little bit of time, a little bit of money, is she talking? And I am just not seeing it. Somebody give me a thumbs up. I'm talking. It was spinning for a minute. You might be lagging. So, anyway, she's excited being able to make a little bit of footage from it and getting to watch the whole thing come together. So, sand in my eyes, that's so sweet. I must have missed it. Sand in my eyes, that's so sweet. Anyway, Patty A, I'm in Central Massachusetts. Hi, Dale. So anyway, that's about it on Lynn's build. We're really just moving. We are moving. And Milo and Maddie is another story. Those 2 dogs, they are something else. And one of the subscribers came up and had a bulkhead wall done, and the door turned out phenomenal. She did the rainbow dye like Cindy did, and it really turned out good. Have you seen the newest UV cured finishes? Applied and cured in less than a half hour sounds cool to me. I've never heard of that. I haven't heard of that yet. Yep, never heard of that. It says it is streaming, but I just see a picture of the vans. Hit play. Somebody tell Susan to hit play. She may have to refresh. Hang on. If she even sees it. Click the live. Click the live. There was a glitch. There you go. Oh yeah, you came on early. Yeah, I came on early so we all could go and watch the debate when we're done and not have, matter of fact, just like last time, I'll probably end it 5 or 10 minutes early so everybody can go get their root beer and popcorn. I'm sure it'll be quite the show. If you're watching a basketball game. So actually in Princeton, small world. No other company exists would let a customer be a part of building this. Yep, it's super cool. Yeah, it's fun having her here and Milo and Maddie playing, and I get to stop and ask her questions as we go. Becoming Bev is in the house. Good to see you. Says hello to all. You know what I ought to do, Bev? You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to try and share a screen. I'm going to try something. Hopefully I won't mess it up. I'm glad I saw her come in. I'm going to open up something on a different screen and I'm going to share it with you guys, and hopefully it'll be amazing. I just got to find it real quick and make sure that I can do it. You guys are going to like it. Bear with me. You see me looking on my glasses like an old lady? I do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I see it. I'm going to try and share my screen. This is going to be cool, guys. Some of you guys have already seen this. What? I'm going to play you guys a song. Oh, you know what? Choose what you want to share. Windows. That one. Hang on. Am I messing it up? I'm messing. Hang on. I can't make this up. Hang on. We're doing good. Oh, is it going on? Try that. Oh, is it not going? Oh, I messed it up. It's playing on my side. It's playing on mine. Could you guys hear that? Happy debate night. That song group is going place. Oh, did it show up? I need a Midwest Van Builders sweatshirt. Did it show up? I can hear it. Could you see it? I was trying to share the actual video. I hear it. I can hear it. Yes. I'm going to share that again then. There is tips on how to share stuff. Maybe I should pay attention to those. No video, just audio. Oh, we'll wait then. We'll wait. That was a good one though. Cancel. Sometimes my live streams are like this. It's just like the blind leading the blind. Yep. We're not going to play it because I saw Bev come in and I was like, oh, let's play that song. So could not see it, but I could hear it. You guys are going to be amazed. I think I'll share it on my Patreon page so that all the people that weren't at my meetup, you could see it. Man, I keep on doing that. Ow. Watch Bev's video. Absolutely. Bev put up a video on her channel. Go to Becoming Bev's YouTube channel and it's on there. Johnny might be using She Roams on a video. Just saying. It was a great video. Yep. I may or may not be using that. And that would have been a great song for my Sunday video, but I'm going to get a bunch of my bands together and I'm going to do something special with that one. I love it. And Bev came by yesterday and gave me the rights, the okay to use it in a video. So it's going to be cool. Yep. Van owners, do you prefer a vacuum or a broom for the floor? Oh, man. I'm going to answer this one for me and Bernadette. We like a vacuum because you can vacuum up the bugs too. Turn off, close the van, turn on one light. All the bugs are going to go to that one light and then vacuum them up. And if you empty it out outside, you're not killing the bugs. So there you go. So a little bitty vacuum. And I'll tell you, half the time, like if I'm sweeping, I don't like because where I go, it's dusty. So, yep. Jane uses a Swiffer, a vacuum the bugs. Yep. It doesn't kill them. For those of you that think we're murderers, we're not. Just vacuum them up and let them go. Or if they're still alive in the morning, release them. All cell providers had a shutdown on Sunday or Monday. I have Verizon and it was down for a few hours. My cell was not. My cell was not shut down. Don't take too much to recharge. Doesn't take too much to recharge. Not really. And charge them while you drive. Charge them while you drive because you know you got an inverter installed. Yep. Charge it while you drive. So Bernadette confirming, oh, yes, we do. I have a carpet, so vacuum is better. Absolutely. Oh, there's her song. There's her song. Yep. There is her song. I have Spectrum and was not down. Yeah, and she lives kind of close by me, and we had cell service. Did you know Bluetti has a 560-watt charge controller for all models now? Yes, I did. A DC to DC charger for Bluetti. And let me tell you why that is probably going to be a popular item. Because Bluetti really, really, really needs a stable electrical current to charge. And not all of their units, and I'm going to say the AC 180 is one of them. It does not like charging off of inverters. Ask me how I know. And so the DC to DC charger is going to be a hot market item in the future. I can tell you already. So that is going to be a hot ticket market. But here's the thing. Unless you've got one of the bigger in items, I can already tell you how you're going to have to connect it. You're going to have to connect it where your solar connects. So if you've got 600 watts of solar and you might be pulling 460 in, you also want to charge AC current so that you can charge at 475 on AC current through an inverter, and in conjunction with 400 and something watts of solar. So you're going to be pulling in almost 900 watts of input. If you switch and you're like, you know what, Johnny, I don't want the inverter. Let's just go with the DC to DC charger. Then you got to unplug your solar unless you've got individual batteries that you can charge independently. Because if your power all goes to the AC 300, the AC 200 max, you've got one DC input current, one DC input port. You have to decide. If you got a 100 watt panel on the roof, you're going to get 560 off the alternator, then it's a win. If you've got 600 watts of solar on the roof, it's not a win. You need an inverter and your solar. That's my opinion. I don't have rooftop solar. If you don't have rooftop solar, DC to DC 560 is a win. That's a win. I will have one on solar and one on the inverter. That's what you have to do. You have to have, or you can have, hi, Bev. I said hi, Bev. Or you have to do, just one or the other, Joe. Yep. All right. Make sure Bev heard me say hi. I don't have I'll tell you what, at my meetup, a couple of the ladies came back here afterwards and they got to see the trophy that Bev won in Massachusetts, and it was so awesome. They were like, oh my gosh, there it is. So cool, so cool. So solar and DC to DC go into the inverter. Then from the inverter, it goes to the Bluetti. No. Okay, you've got your Bluetti power bank. Your Bluetti power bank has a DC input on the side of it. You'll recognize it because it's got a blue port. It's a black plug with a blue twist nut. That's DC input. It goes directly into the MPPT controller that's inside the Bluetti. So if you've got a DC to DC charger, 560 for your Bluetti, it's going to go, that cord has an XT90 on the end of it. You're going to have to hook an XT90 up to your DC to DC charger, the 560 watt charger, and then it's going to connect to your battery or alternator. The only thing bad about that, again, is that's the same cord that your solar plugs into. So they're giving people that don't have solar a way to charge their bank off of their car, which is what I do through a inverter. So how is the DC to DC charger connected? It's just like Patty, you know your Victron DC to DC charger? It's like that. It's like that. So you would connect it the same way that you connected your Victron DC to DC. The difference is, to my knowledge, the ones that I have seen from Victron, 360 is the highest that I've seen. I haven't researched them in a while because I don't install them, but 560 it's a pretty good charge. I would check what size alternator you have, and yes, we could hear it, but couldn't see it. Yep. So anyway, that's how you'll do it. With heavy expensive wires. Yeah. Yep. Oh, definitely. Like anytime like that, you want to use the heavy gauge wire. Van Vita is in the house. And guys, Paula put up a tour with Georgia, and oh my goodness, it's doing fantastic. I was in the middle of watching it. I paused it and came back, and it was still on my screen. It's like 7,000 or something. That's so awesome. I love it when the tours take place at the meetups and they just hit. I love it when they hit. And Paula and Nate were there. Love seeing them. Are you guys still in Kentucky? Let's hear. I have rooftop solar 600 watts, but was wanting to add DC to DC for foul weather days. Absolutely. If it's storming and you're getting 50 watts in, unplug it and plug the DC to DC charger in. So it's a win. If you can charge at 560 watts, say you've got 400 watts of solar on your van, and you've got a DC to DC charger from Bluetti, 560 watts. When you're driving, charge off of the inverter or off of the DC to DC charger at 560. But when you park, unplug that, just disconnect that XT90, plug your solar in, and while you're parked, now your solar's charging. So it's a win-win. So, but I like to do the DC to DC through an inverter. You do have some loss, but I'm telling you, if you've got the AC 200 max, you're going to charge at 475 watts an hour. That's the max the Bluetti can take. You're going to, depending on which power bank, you're going to max it out. So except for the AC 300. My 180 blows the fuse in my van. The AC 180 is not, it's got multiple problems. If it's the AC 180, it charges at like 1400 watts. Never plug that into a cigarette lighter in your van, including the cable that Bluetti includes. The other thing is, you can't just charge that off of the inverter like I do, because that battery has an issue. The AC 180 had problems. They have a new AC 180, maybe a T as in Thomas, and that one is fixing the problems. So yeah, it's got, the 180 is a tough unit, and the 180L, that cigarette lighter port is 48 watts. You plug a regular cigarette lighter cord into that, your refrigerator, you're going to burn your refrigerator up. The cord is going to melt. If it even runs. It is limited to 10 amps, and you can reduce the voltage as low as 15 volts. Not every power station can take in a high, yep. Absolutely. Just like my 200, 475 is max. I have two 180s. Yeah, the 180s don't like the inverter very well. And if they charge at 1400 watts, they just don't work off the normal cigarette lighter ports. I am sure I used exterior paint. Oh, what's going on? Let me read that. Boxman D, question for you. I saw a video a while back with some friends painted your exterior box fan. House paint, cooler days coming surely. Yeah, I'm sure that was an exterior paint. Not only that, it's still holding up, and that's been a couple of years ago. So I'm sure that was. All right, guys, I'm going to take a drink of water. And while I do, I want to have a big shout out to all my channel members, all my Patreons. I appreciate all the extra that you guys do to support the channel. Even the EB70 blew a fuse in my truck cigarette lighter. It is. I'll tell you, the cigarette lighter ports are just, they put out 100 watts. So when you plug your Bluetti in, if it reads like, these new batteries are rapid charge, or 600, 1400, 1100. If you can't turn that down, don't put it in your cigarette lighter in your car. It's going to blow it. The car cigarette lighter ports are not designed for our setups. They're just not. Personally, I like DC to DC converters to get around basically the 100 watt-ish limit of a 12 volt. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Because even if it is one of the Victron 280s, you're still getting more than 107 watts. I mean, the most I've ever gotten out of a cigarette lighter is 111. So it's 100%. Johnny, good job hydrating. Yay. I like it when Kelly's happy. That was the crew who came to do the documentary on me and my nomad life. Yep. The coyote and cactus. Absolutely. And it doesn't even look like it's fading. It doesn't even look like it's fading. Channel member for 20 months. You know what? We need to reach out to Thrifty Angela. She's not in the house and she lives in North Carolina. We need to reach out to Thrifty Angela. Makes you wonder why you even give that. It's unbelievable. And the sad thing is that they do. And then you've got somebody that doesn't know how to change a fuse in their automobile. And now they can't use their cigarette lighter port. And I don't know about you guys, but my tire pressure system, monitoring system, is in my cigarette lighter port. It's Bluetooth, but it plugs into my cigarette lighter. So Like, if I would have plugged that in, it's going to blow the fuse. Hello, everyone from Chicago. Good to see you. My friends in the Asheville, North Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina, still do not have cell or power. Now, I did hear that there's like just thousands of people out there setting up mobile cell towers, setting up power setups for they're doing the hospitals first. But I heard they've got just tons of people out there trying to rescue people, trying to search for people, setting up power, linemen. And again, when we're praying for the healthcare workers and the EMS, pray for the linemen because they're in flooding water working on power lines. I mean, like, not me. My son wanted to be a lineman. And I was like, oh, man, I was scared to death. So he bought a motorcycle instead. Little twerp. My sister is South Carolina. She doesn't have power. Oh, man. People with power are opening their homes for people to charge their phones. That's awesome. That's awesome. Makes you wonder. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It would be almost incredible if year-round people treated one another like they were in the middle of a national disaster, because when it hits the fan, people just come together. You know what I mean? But when you don't have all that chaos and craziness, people are prayers for the first responders and all who have been affected. Absolutely. Patty A., I hope that you and your sister are otherwise besides being out of power. Choo-choo. Let's see her. She's okay. They have a generator and can get gas. That's awesome. Awesome. So, yeah. I'll tell you what, guys, like, I don't know what all you guys have been seeing, but like 140, I think it is. It's like the whole road is gone. They're like, oh, there goes Highway A bridge, gone. I saw something last night. There was a house floating down the river. And here in like 1991, I think is when it was, there was a famous photo in Prairie du Rocher of a house, a 2-story house floating down the river. It's unbelievable. From Thrifty Angela, thank you. We got power back and the boys went back to school today. Good. And I think she is kind of like northern North Carolina, but I'm happy to thank you, Kelly, for reaching out to her. I was like, you just don't know. Over 1,000 unaccounted for. You know what? That's interesting to hear, because yesterday when I really didn't get a chance to watch the news, but I did hear that there was 600 unaccounted for, and I knew that number was going to rise. I knew it was going to rise. What about CC Camper? She emailed me and she is home, and thanks for the meetup, that kind of stuff. She is at home. Matter of fact, I just got an email from her this morning, I think it was. So I am sure she is fine if she's sending me emails. Our camping gear can get absolutely. That's the best thing. And I'm going to share a quick story with you. One of the ladies that I built out a van, one of the purposes of that is they're from California, and California, has the wildfires. So what better way but to load up as much as you can and get out of there in your camper van or your RV or your travel trailer. It's a perfect solution. Get out of there. Just pack up what you need and go. We are better prepared than many. Absolutely. Not only that, who has a backup power source for their power source? We do. We all have backup power. I told Jim and Julie, they've got 3 of the B300s. Like, think about how much power they have. A storm comes their way. They take their AC300 and their 3 power banks inside their house. They're golden. They could run their refrigerator. Their refrigerator inside their house probably uses less power than their van refrigerator, because it's a dual compressor. Like, my refrigerator uses like 107. Theirs uses like 139. So, but I don't have a big side-by-side. I've got one of those 1907. It's not green or orange, but we're all survivalists in emergencies. Absolutely. Line fire in San Bernardino sparked back up. Burning. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy. Good job. Let's see here. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, I tell you, van life people we are I think that, because we've got a way to just get to safety. We can just pick up and move, and we can do it in like 3 minutes. So, yep. What time is it? I want to make sure we get out of here on time. I don't have a backup power, still working on that. Bite the bullet and do it. You can get a backup power source for about $200, $250. Thanks, Kelly. Tomorrow we're working next to a dog park. Cool. That's not green. That's not green. It's avocado. What is that? I don't even know what that was. Oh, you're good. You're never late. And we were just worried about you and the hurricane, and glad to see that you were okay, and kicking them boys out of the house, making them go to school, get them an education so that they don't wash clothes all year. Wash with an R. Yep. Linda Barker, good to see you, my friend. What else is going on? I'll tell you what. Nancy is here and doing phenomenal with solar, doing phenomenal with her van, no water leaks. I tell you, we've had a good, we're making a nice little cubby for Henry. And yep, I'm going to keep her kidnapped. Ron Daryl in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. If you can, get a lithium house battery and power bank for backup. Yep. Absolutely. Because I think it's less likely to get stolen. I feel like these power banks, when people like her van was broke into, the power banks grab it and go, unfortunately. But now I remember the young man was not sure about sleeping in your car. That was a good video. That was a good video. Yep. Johnny, I am home safe. Awesome. I figured you were home safe if you were doing all that talking. I knew you wouldn't be talking and texting and driving. Patty A, thank you. I don't know anybody else south that is close to the hurricanes. My cousin is in Ocala, Florida. Ocala? I think is how you say it. But most of my family is Tennessee, Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri. Just got a 1,500 watt. It weighs 48 pounds. Not too easy to move. That's the problem. You got that goal zero. I know you do. When your van is stolen with everything you own. Yeah, that's why we have insurance. That is why we have insurance, so you don't lose everything. Ask Paul. Poor Paul. That was I wonder if he called and checked on that. I have to call. I have 200 amp hours of lithium for my house battery. Really happy with it. It's working well. Absolutely. I learned a lot of these lessons when Katrina hit. I went down south for Hurricane Katrina. It was amazing. We did 5 roofs in 5 days. I went with a church group. I'll tell you what, the shingles were flying. We were boom, 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 boom. It was amazing. It was incredible to be a part of it. I agree about spreading around your own batteries and components, bolting them down. Big power stations are indeed. Boom, gone. Amazon Prime Day is coming up. August 9th is already passed. Coming on the 8-9. Yeah, she's October. 8-9.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 8th and 9th. Oh, yeah. 8th and 9th? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. I still can't believe how hit West. Yeah. Water levels are starting to go down. I saw some houses where the water level looked like it was, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. it was like 5-6 feet in the house. All right, guys, it is a quarter till. Let's end this. I want you guys all to be able to relax and get ready. One of the basketball games have already started. The other one's going to start in about an hour. We're not voting for the Lynx. Those of you guys that are leaving here to watch the debate, you guys, thanks for coming in early. Thanks for obliging every time I do this. I don't know what those politics are doing, messing with my Tuesday, but we'll see you guys next Tuesday at the normal time. Stay safe out there. If you have any prayer requests that you didn't get to put down, put those down. And we'll see you guys on Sunday, and we'll see you guys live next Tuesday.